Hello everyone, my name is Kayla. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing the zombie recommendation video, and I absolutely love zombie books, so to go into some of the best zombie books I've ever read is like such a great time for me, and I'm so excited for this video. So let's get into it. So the first book is a series that I've talked about before on this channel, and it's a series that I've absolutely adored. I'm reading it for the second time currently, and it's holding up super well. And that is Feed by Mary Grant. So as you can see, I've tabbed it. It's incredible. It's an incredible series. I rated this series 5 stars. There's really nothing like it out there. It's just so incredibly good. So this follows Sean and Georgia Mason. They're following a presidential campaign as media coverage. And this is 20 years after the Rising, or the zombie apocalypse. And it's such an amazing series because it not only follows the zombie apocalypse like as it was happening, but also the disease itself. So it's kind of interesting the fact that it's not following just the CDC version of the disease and what happened with it becoming a disease. It also follows the characters as people and the presidential campaign as like something that feels real and emotional. So this is such an amazing read. Highly recommend this if you love zombies, if you love media, if you love political vibes, all this kind of stuff. You're gonna love the series so much. Next we have a book that I rated 4 stars, and that is World War Z by Max Brooks. So this book is an oral history of the zombie war. So this is actually a collection of short stories, and it is a standalone, which is nice, not to have just a bunch of series like thrown at you. So this book follows a bunch of different characters as they're going through the zombie war. And it's actually really incredible because it follows a lot of different nationalities and backgrounds. It's not just like American, it's like all over the place, which is, I think is kind of incredible to include a lot of different backgrounds. So it's really good. I haven't read it in a few years, and I do want to reread it, but it's something that I enjoyed very much at the time. So this is something I would recommend you at least try to pick up. There is a movie out that doesn't follow this book like at all. And I believe there's a game. Again, doesn't follow this book at all. But I like the movie, and the game's pretty good. So, source material, definitely. Next we have Rot and Ruin by Jonathan Mayberry. And this I give a 4 star. So this follows 15-year-old Benny Imura living in a zombie apocalyptic world in the infected Americas. So he has to be an apprentice to his older brother Tom, who is like a zombie slayer, but like he's not cool in this world. Zombie slayers just like, they're like custodians in that sense, where they get rid of them, and it's not like a very prestigious job, but it's something that needs to be done. And this is a very coming of age story where we're seeing Benny go from just hating life, trying to figure out how to be a teenager and have a life and figure out his friends and his romance and all this kind of stuff, and growing into his own fleshed out person as the series goes on. So pretty good read. Next we have The Enemy by Charlie Higson. So this is a zombie apocalyptic novel following a group of kids under the age of 15, from like the age of like 5 to like 14, something like that. Because we find out that in this world, everybody over the age of 15 has become a flesh-eating zombie. It's definitely a coming of age novel, obviously, as it's coming from kids growing into adults, but they don't get to be adults because of the implication of they're going to become a zombie. And that's something that's kind of explored throughout the books. I don't feel like these had a severe emotional impact on me, but I do feel like it was really good for what it was. It was a very good idea, a very interesting, well fleshed out idea, is what I'm saying. And then lastly, I wanted to recommend The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. So this book follows a young girl named Mary. She's about 14 or 15, I believe, and she's our protagonist. And she lives in this convent type confining area, like a little village. And she just wants to figure out what life is like outside of this village. And they don't even know if there's a world outside of the village because obviously there's a zombie apocalypse. They call them the consecrated, I believe, unconsecrated. And there's like this sisterhood and the guardians that protect everyone within the village. And then there's the forest, and the forest is called the Forest of Hands and Teeth. And this place is very like confining, I guess. I guess I already used that word, but I guess she feels very put down by everything that goes in this world, and she just wants to get out and explore and figure things out. But when she leaves the village with her friends, she finds out that the world is not what it seems. And it's a pretty good book. I gave it a 3-star. I think maybe it deserved more of a 3.5 to 4 star. But it didn't have a huge emotional impact. Like, it's not a story that particularly stuck with me, but like in the zombie genre, it's actually pretty good. Okay, so let me know down below, have you read any of these zombie books? Do you intend to read any of these zombie books? And what kind of stuff do you read during the Halloween season? Are you more into like vampires? Are you more into like werewolves? Other creatures? Let me know. More horror stuff? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Bye.